Hello and welcome to the Flexline Media coverage of the lead card final round front 7 at the 2021 Southern Smash, sponsored by Invercargill. My name is Chris Hoopmann and I'm still joined by Botha. How's it going, Phil?
I'm doing well, Chris. I'm happy to still be here.
Awesome to have you. Man, I'm super excited for this final round. We've seen some phenomenal golf by a lot of the field in the second and third round, and I'm sure it's going to continue into this final round.
It's going to be exciting.
Here we see our lead card, Ethan Stout from Invercargill representing RPM Discs. He's in first position with 20 under par overall. Michael Yu in second place, sponsored by Small Planet and Invercargill. He's on 16 under par.
Levi Stout, minus 15, also from Invercargill, sponsored by RPM Discs and Small Planet. And Johnny Ferrari here, minus 6, sponsored by Team Inver and NZDSS.
Exactly right. 3 Invercargill locals on the lead card, going to show us how it's done. And Michael Yu coming down from Queenstown. Here we see our overall top 12 from round 3.
And look at this leaderboard. There's a huge separation here between our top 3 players here and the rest of the card, so it's definitely going to be a battle for fourth here.
That's exactly right. 8 down, Ethan, Michael and Levi on the third round, and 7 down, round 2, they're on fire.
Hole 1, par 4, 177 meters. Again, you want to go straight through the middle there. Just trying to land the island and then have an open approach here for the second shot.
Exactly right. Second hardest hole for the competition. This is a really tricky one to get things started for this lead card.
This is going to be interesting.
Exactly right. Played just under a stroke over par. Here we have Ethan on the tee to start us off.
Again, I imagine he's going to be throwing something fairly stable, just trying to get through this gap.
Oh, a little bit tight. Might be caught up in those bushes. Similar spot to where we saw Vinny in round 1.
Okay, Mikey here, I believe he's throwing an Excalibur.
Such a good forehand form. If you want to get some tips, talk to Mikey. Know that he's keen to help other people out this season.
Yeah, and he's pured this line, getting a nice ways down there.
Great shot, similar to Levi's from round 1. Let's hope Levi can back it up. Here we have Levi on the tee.
Again, going for the forehand. I believe this is Katare.
Might be a Kahu, I think. RPM Kahu?
Could be.
And yeah, another great drive in the perfect position to attack the pin on this second throw.
Very consistent.
And Johnny throwing the backhand. Not a forehand dominant player at all, but he's got a great turnover game, and that is beautiful.
Well played there by Johnny.
Wow.
Again, getting a fair ways down there.
3 great drives from our lead card, showing us why they're there. Unfortunately, Ethan pinched off in a bit of rough here.
Looks like he's just probably going to opt for the layout here. Again, trying to push down as far as he can, as this gap into the green there really isn't all that easy.
As you can see, he is left-handed, so helped for that particular throw. But yeah, not super happy with where he ended up. Probably didn't bite up as enough as he wanted down the fairway. Oh,
Getting a bit of a low shot there, but
yeah, a bit of a misrelease from Johnny.
massive skip, and looks like he's, again, probably only third of the way down the fairway. Again, not going to make this approach any easier.
Yeah, at least he's in the open. That could have gone anywhere.
Levi here opting for the backhand for the second shot.
This is tracking really nice. Probably not as wide as he wanted. He's kind of gone through the middle of those trees, but he's actually pushed in quite a fair way into the green, and that'll be great.
Another circle 1 look there for birdie.
Probably, yeah, birdie look. Mikey taking his time. It's really tricky to find a line into this protected green. He's also taking the middle gap.
Not as good ground play as what Levi got there, but I'm sure he'll be able to work with that.
Nice soft shot.
Yep, I think he threw his 2-y there, so judging by that nice turnover.
Mm-hmm. He's in a good position to attack the green.
Johnny here, I believe he's going to be throwing his rat. Just trying to get through this gap.
Oh, that's great from Johnny. Splitting the trees.
That'll set him up nicely for his par. Now Ethan here, obviously trying to go for the straddle and just laying it up. Again, doesn't need to get too aggressive here, only being hole 1. There are plenty of holes to go, and he does have this 4-stroke lead over Mikey.
That's exactly right. Mikey, obviously wanting to keep the pressure on. He'll be pushing for this birdie.
Nope.
Falling short.
Yeah, the hand, that wasn't going where he wanted it.
Yeah, first part of the round, so he'll just be happy to tap in that par, move on.
Levi here going for birdie. Bit low there on the cage.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He was putting really well in the first round, so Disappointing to see that straight up, but I mean, as I said, plenty more golf to go.
Now, we were actually blessed with quite good weather this morning.
Yeah, for sure. Fantastic conditions all weekend long. I mean, it was a bit dewy in the mornings, but that burnt off, and the afternoon rounds were beautiful. And we should also mention, only 2 birdies were had on this hole the entire weekend. That was Chris Dixon and Andrew Popham, so phenomenal shooting from those guys.
Very well deserved, yeah.
That is a par from Mikey. He's staying at 16 under par.
And Ethan not too happy here to take his bogey.
Yeah, unfortunate start for him. He drops down to 19 under par.
Hole 2, par 3, 115 meters. Again, just trying to put a shot straight down the middle, trying to get one as close to the basket as possible, being aware of that bunker long and that OB green on the right and left.
Exactly right. There's not too much you can do wrong here unless you throw it too far. But at 115 meters, I think most players will be reaching the green bang on.
Mikey throwing a forehand.
Yeah, it's a little bit high from Mikey.
He needs to get down.
Could be penetrating. Oh, that's really good. Needs to just miss that green.
Might be just on the edge of that green there.
Looks like he's safe.
Levi opting for the hyzer flip down the middle.
Not leaking left. He'll be under that tree on the left-hand side. Might be able to give us a highlight putt, but I think that might be kind of layup range.
Johnny, you're hanging this one wide.
Gonna have to trust it over the green. Oh no, didn't even make it, but it skipped on the fairway. That's
there
really
we
good.
Go. That was a nice shot by Johnny there. Ethan here, hanging it wide left.
Yeah, he's got some really good flick on that. This looks really good. Yep, he's just a bit short to the left, but that is definitely putt. Low ceiling for Levi. Didn't realize it was that low when we saw his drive, and yeah, that was pretty much a layup.
Yeah, a bit of a layup there.
Let's see if Ethan can convert and get his first birdie for the round.
There we go. Strong side.
Nice one, Ethan. And we get our first Innova replay for the final round.
Good height, strong side. That's what you like to see.
Definitely, that'll keep his confidence up. Tapping the basket, saying thank you. Back on track. Mikey getting a little closer to the basket from that OB. Let's see if he can keep the pressure on.
Actually, about 10 meters here.
Yeah,
again.
Great from Mikey. Back-to-back replays.
Now, one thing you notice here from Mikey, he kind of, except for these longer putts, he does give it a bit more height. Obviously trying to minimize that putt back from behind the basket if he misses.
Yeah, exactly right.
Johnny here also converting for birdie.
Nice putting from our lead card.
Nice twos, you boys.
Levi congratulating the rest of the card on their birdies. Not too bad though. 2 pars to start, can't complain.
Hole 3, par 3, 123 meters. Again, your shot here is just to put one straight down the middle, keep it in the fairway. For some plays, this is a bit out of reach with the basket being so close to the OB line there, and obviously you got to be careful of the green on the right.
There are a couple of trees strategically placed on the left and right side of the fairway that you can get into a bit of trouble in if your drive gets a little bit either side of the fairway.
Now you can see here there's a bit of a headwind for Mikey. Definitely straightening up his shot here but keeping it nice and centered.
Ooh, great ground action, just skimming over those little mounds on the fairway, curling up. There is that tree just in front of the basket, but that should be alright. He might be able to straddle out and get the look at the basket. See what Johnny can do. He probably has the slowest arm of the group, but I mean, he can still really attack this.
Getting that fairway skip.
Yeah, just leaking out left.
Pushed a bit deeper there than Mikey, so probably cut him off there for the birdie, but we'll see what he can do.
Be interesting to see how Ethan approaches this one with the left hand. Oh, great snap, but that's gone tracking very far left. Needs to slow down. I don't think that reached the OB, but he's going to be pinched off very, very far on the left-hand side of the fairway.
Levi here opting for the Kahoo, giving it some good height there. Looks like it's going to finish nice and centered, giving it for a nice, easy approach shot.
Yep. Playing it super simple. Just a nice big wide hyzer into the center of the fairway. Looks like Ethan's going to be throwing over OB for his second throw. Really going to have to trust this disc. Not exactly sure what it is that he's throwing.
Looks to be a Kia there.
Kia approach. Gets the all clear.
Okay, he's going to need to get some good height on this. Anything lower might put him out of bounds.
Oh, looks like he's got some good height on that.
Ooh, bouncing off the basket. Unfortunate roll there into out of bounds.
Goodness. Let's have another look at that one. I don't think I was ready for it to go so high.
And neither was I. That was so close there to going in the basket.
It bounced
Inside.
inside the basket.
Wow.
Oh, Ethan.
That is unfortunate.
Not catching any chains, and yeah.
Just in disbelief at how that did not stick inside the basket.
Oh, man, that was insane.
Levi here looks to be a bit of a half run.
Oh, no way.
He's putting a left side here.
2 chain outs. I'm not sure if you can call Ethan's a chain out, but a bounce out. Levi gets the
Wow.
chain out. The Stout brothers absolutely attacking this pin on their second throw.
But no luck.
No luck at all, man.
It's like Johnny is just going to go for a nice wide hyzer.
Yep, no problems there.
There we go. That sets him up nicely for par.
Not as exciting as the Stout brothers, though.
Man.
Let's see if Mikey can attack it. He'll obviously know that there's the OB on the left-hand side.
Again, he still has that headwind from the front, so he's got to be careful of his nose angle here.
That's fine. And I think everyone will just be tapping in here. Really unlucky there for Ethan to bounce out of bounds. It's just one of those freak things. Hitting the basket, bouncing out. He'll get a bogey.
Bit of an up and down start there for Ethan, but Johnny here playing a nice even game so far.
Mikey tapping in for par. He's going to go to 17 under par. And it's all even for Levi.
Introducing the Innova Adventure Pack. It's one of Innova's best all-around backpacks. It's lightweight, yet holds up to 25 discs. Its strap and back padding allow for all-day comfort. You'll find ample storage in its 4 zippered pockets. It features a towel ring, drink compartment, and Prime Star logos. The bottom and sides are reinforced for more stabilization. At $39 MSRP, it's the biggest bang for your bag bucks.
And on to hole 4. This is our first par 4 of the course, 215 meters. This first throw, you're just going to try and bite off as much distance as you can down the fairway. It plays slightly downhill. And your second shot, you're going to be trying to attack this glade of trees and find a route into the green. This one played very difficult as well for the weekend at 0.57 over par.
Now again, you see Mike here opting for the forehand, and Mikey does actually crush further with his forehand than he does with his back. So that would be why he's throwing forehand.
I wanted to go over more, but there was a bit of breeze, and I was like, nah.
Yep, had a bit of breeze. Looks like from the flags there's a touch of a maybe slight headwind.
Johnny, I think this is his G-Stock Katana. Looks to have turned a bit much there, which might just cut him off here for his approach shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he's going to be placed over on that side of the fairway. There are the trees, obviously. Oh, and this looks like a roller from Levi.
Guy.
Now, for those players who can throw rolls, this is probably the ideal play, as this can really maximize that distance down these really nice open fairways.
It looks like he's curling up a little bit short of where he could have reached, but I mean, that's still a great drive. He's probably gone about 130 meters down the fairway there. And a great rip from Ethan.
Nice turn, flexing out over the 100 meters there.
Oh, and that has skipped further than Levi's. A little bit of sibling rivalry. I'm sure that they always like to outdrive each other.
Now, if we look here, Johnny's actually not too cut off. He does have this turnover shot here.
Hopefully he can penetrate these trees. See if he gets a plinko or... Ah, yep. So he bounces off one of them. He's about halfway through, so that's not too bad. He might have a look at the basket for a cheeky run, but I think that'll be a nice, comfortable par for him.
Mike here opting for another forehand shot. Again, looks like he's going to try and push through here, but again, catching some early trees. Again, this is the first par 4, but it is also the one that's most guarded by trees here, so it doesn't make, again, for an easy approach shot.
Levi just trying to find his way through the trees. He lands before he hits one, so he's just skipping through, and he will also probably have a look for birdie if he wants to attack it. Oh, I love the sound of Ethan's rips. Just a snap. Catching an early tree, but getting a fortunate kick. And he's in putting range for sure. Probably like 12 meters out.
Yeah, no clean approach shots here. So it is fairly tricky. Mikey here throwing a Sonic straight up the middle.
Nice one. Throwing the Sonic. Old school. Levi. Yeah, that was a bit of a half run, I reckon. Just falling a touch short.
Good bid there. Johnny here probably also want to give this a wee half bid.
Ooh, bit of heat on that one. It's gone a touch long. But, I mean, that was a really good run. Gave it the height it needed. Just not quite the line.
I'm sure Ethan's going to want to try and convert in this one and get back his bogey that he's lost.
Yeah, putting with RPM Rurus. Oh. Yeah, not great from Ethan to start us off. Another par for Levi, so keeping things clean for his front 7. Let's see if Ethan can focus up. Yeah, nice, getting the par. Should be looking at a par frame for our lead card, and to be honest, it's pretty good for this hole. So yeah, a bit of a battle here with Ethan and Mikey. Mikey's closed the gap a touch, so we've got 2-stroke difference now.
Fun fact, Mikey is putting with a DX AVR.
There you go. On to hole 5, par 3, 77 meters. Double island hole. So you see on the right hand side there's the flags. That's the first island. It also contains the drop zone if you fail to reach any island. And then the green has another island surrounding it with fairly tight OB. So most players will be attacking the second island. But yeah, it's just risky. If you do land OB, you're going to be putting for a really tricky par save.
Also got to be wary here of that height control. Those branches do give you a nice ceiling there, but you obviously can't push it too high.
And also looks like this is the Tayo CTP for the final round. Kyle doing some awesome things out of Wanaka if you want some sweet dyed discs. Mikey catching high. Unlucky.
Johnny here.
This looks wide. Can it get a lucky skip into the green?
Yeah, that will make him proceed to the drop zone here.
Also out of bounds. Here we have Ethan and Levi. They're going to be showing us how it's done.
Levi looks alright.
There you go. Johnny thinks that one was good, and
Yeah.
it was. Puts him on the second island there.
Pretty much where he was in the first round. So if he can replicate that putt, he'll be looking at a birdie. Ethan having to throw the left-hand turnover. It's got a nice soft technique. Catching a couple of leaves on its way through, but look at that.
What a shot.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he will be getting CTP, unfortunately, but he is parked up for his birdie. Mikey with the flick out of the drop zone.
Nope.
That's fine. You've got a pretty easy bogey.
There's not really too much here you can do from the drop zone unless you have a massive jump putt. Most players will pretty much just be laying it up.
Little Anheuser approach from Johnny, and that'll be no problem for his bogey tap in. All right, Levi, highlight putt time. Oh,
There we go.
I honestly wonder how many times he's done this. This is the standard Queen's Park hole, so he's probably landed there hundreds of times. He knows what to do. Just cash it. First birdie of his final round. Man, I got to tell these people to smile when they're coming up and collecting their discs from the replays. Everyone's frowning.
Everyone's so serious.
Yeah. Stout boys, 2 birdies. Nice one.
Must be Mikey here for his bogey.
Yeah, Ethan getting extending that buffer distance on Mikey.
And currently we've got tied for second, both Mikey and Levi at -16.
It's true.
Hole 6, par 3, 56 meters. Again, this hole's playing the easiest on the course with 0.47 under par.
Yeah, this one's nice and easy. And again, another Queen's Park standard hole. So these players will all be looking to get quite easy birdies on this. Not too much you've got to look out for, just the trees on either side of the fairway, but the whole length is so short that it's really just a fairly simple approach shot.
See Levi here throwing his Kia again. Didn't hit as wide as he did first round, but still a good result.
Yeah, didn't hit the pole. This looks more like the line that Levi took in the first round. Coming up a touch short, probably hitting a couple of leaves on the ground, getting caught up, but I mean that's going to be a pretty simple putt for Ethan.
Mikey here, again lining up the forehand.
Keeping it pretty direct, it's going to leak a little bit right, but anything up there, you're going to be having a pretty simple putt for birdie. Do you know what Johnny's throwing here?
This is his flippy Star Mako 3.
Mako 3, nice mid-range. Should be able to get the distance, no trouble here.
Again, hanging it wide left, drifting right.
That's gone a bit long.
Put him a little long.
Might be an exciting putt back. Ethan's up first. Interesting.
Lining up a straddle putt here.
Got to get around this tree. Not a problem for Ethan.
There we go.
Turning his round around. He's got the 2 birdies in a row. Hopefully he can continue that.
Johnny also cashing in his birdie here.
Nice one. This is looking good for a star frame. Mikey taking his time. Doesn't want to make bad mistakes. Nice birdie.
A little bit nosy downy, that one.
Again, hole 6 really is a must-get birdie for most players on the course here.
Star frame, and I think that's the first time in our coverage there has been 2 star frames on the same hole for a tournament.
Very nice. Hole 7, par 3, 83 metres. Got to be wary, obviously, of that Mando there, trying to go left side, as well as the OB, even further left there.
Yeah, exactly right. OB on the left the entire way down the fairway, so players are gonna have to shape their tee shots and pick the very specific line, either a turnover or a forehand.
Levi here going for the forehand. Just push back and bounds here.
Yeah, that's nice. Comes up a little bit short, but I mean, that's fantastic. Probably got about a 5-meter putt.
Very nice. Ethan here.
Just catching a tree. Unlucky there.
It looks like it pushed him past those guardian trees there, so that will actually give him a look there for birdie.
Mikey also going forehand. Gonna have to be really careful with nose angle. Just watch that height control. Oh, keeps it nice and low. Hopefully getting some good ground action here. Ooh, just drifting down that slope a touch. He might have this tree in front of him, between him and the basket, to watch out for. But I reckon he can get up and down from there.
I see Johnny here going for the backhand shot. Getting the turn.
Ooh, yeah,
but probably a bit low there to get his way all the way to the basket.
Just with that nose angle, just kind of dug into the ground and didn't give him much forward momentum.
Ethan here just pitching up for his par.
Ethan learned from Ethan this morning. Oh.
Ethan saying he learnt from Ethan this morning, so presumably he had a bit of a rough time on this hole. Decided to lay up instead of risk the putt. Ooh, Johnny going long, and as you can see there, like as soon as you miss the chains, you can leak long.
Mikey here, see the tree is in his way here, so he's going to go for the straddle left.
Nope.
Drawing medal. That's alright. You get the very easy par.
Johnny here for par.
Ooh, airball. Yeah, great birdie from Levi.
What a good way to finish off the front 7.
Exactly, going with the turkey. He's going to 18 under par. Johnny hopefully converting his bogey here. And he does.
And even that was a bit wide right, but
a little bit wide.
Stick there.
Yeah, he's going down to 6 under par.
Johnny trying to keep up with positivity there, saying he's having fun.
And Ethan's going to tap in his par, and he's going down to 21 under par. And Mikey should also convert the par, and he's going to 17 under par for this front 7.
Man, what a front 7 it has been. There's some unfortunate splashouts there, as you can see in hole 3. Both Ethan and Levi almost cashing out in their birdies here, but unfortunate chain outs.
Yeah, exactly right. That was one of those heart-stopping moments, but unfortunately not converting. But hey, we're going into the middle 7. A lot of familiar holes for the boys, so they should be performing well. Here we see our overall field through 7 holes. Ethan Stout maintaining his lead at 21 under par. Levi pushing up to 18 under par. Mikey Yu at 17 under, and Isaac and Johnny tied at 6 under par. Isaac making that push.
And close battle here.
Exactly right. All right, guys, we will catch you for more action in the middle 7 soon.
It's going to be interesting.
We'll see you there.